Hi guys, in this video we're going to have a look at setting up a HP system for these enemies that we've got located on the screen. So at the moment this is what we've got. Player can move up and down, can fire a bullet, bullet hits the enemy, destroys the bullet and destroys the enemy. But let's say for example we wanted to take 3 bullet hits to destroy this player, that's what we're, to destroy the enemies. That's what we're going to set up now. So let's have a look. So we're going to have a look at the enemy. The only rule on the enemy is this death enemy that says when the bullet collides with the enemy, it's going to destroy it. It's going to destroy the enemy. So what we need to do is set up a health attribute on the actual actor itself, and each time the bullet hits the enemy, it's going to take 1 off that health count. When the health count reaches 0, it's going to destroy the enemy. So we'll make a start by selecting the enemy in the library, coming down to the actor attributes panel here, and we're going to make a new attribute by clicking on the plus button, and it's going to be an integer attribute which we're going to call HP, and we're going to set it to a value of, we'll say 5, so 5 bullets will kill this enemy. We're now going to change this death rule, so we're going to delete that destroy and we'll change the name to take damage. Oops, take damage, there we go. Okay, so we've got when the bullet collides with the enemy. So we're going to change the do to a change attribute, and we're going to change the attribute. We're going to find the attribute that we want to change by clicking on the little attributes button in the first box. Attributes, enemy, because that's where we made our attribute. It was on the actual enemy itself. HP. We're going to change it to, by clicking the expression editor, we're going to go attributes, enemy, HP, -1. And then press the tick. So effectively what it does is when the bullet collides with the enemy, it's going to change the attribute HP to whatever HP already is, -1. And we can set up a display text to check this out. So if we go display text, hit the expression editor, get rid of hello world, and we're going to find the enemy HP, press the tick to apply. If your enemy is a white box, you might want to change the color of this text to something that's going to stand out from white, but mine's a red box, so I'll just leave the text as white. So what we should see here is a number 5, because that's what we set HP to on all of these actors. Then each time a bullet hits the enemy, it should go down by 1, which it does. But it will go below 0 because we haven't set it up not to. So we're going to do that next. So yeah, back on the enemy now. I'm going to make a new rule, and we'll call this rule death. And the rule will say the condition is going to be an attribute. So when the attribute enemy HP is equal to 0, do destroy. So that means when the health points HP reaches the value of 0, it will destroy that actor. So let's have a quick look. 5, and it dies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it dies. So that's working. Alright, so we've got enemies with health, really easy to do. Alright, we could set up a little score display as well if we wanted to, might as well do that quick. So I'll just make a new actor, call it score display. I'm going to make a game attribute for score. So go down the attributes panel, click on the game tab. We're going to make an integer, we'll call it score. Leave it at 0 for now. We'll get the score display by clicking on it in the library and typing in display text, expression editor, delete hello world, look for the game attribute score that we made, double click, put it in there, change it to something other than white because it's going to be on a white background. I've made it red, and we'll just plop this at the top somewhere, like that. In fact, I'll just put it there just to get it out of the way. There, that'll be fine. And on the enemy, when it dies, we're also going to add in an additional do, which is going to be a change attribute, which we'll put above the destroy. I'm going to change the attribute game score to game score plus 10. And so what we've got here is a score display that goes up by 10 each time we destroy an enemy. And that's working just fine. Alright, cool. Well, I hope that's been useful for you guys, and I shall see you next time.